What is up, Blues? Welcome to my channel, and in this video we will discuss the importance of N'Golo Kante for Chelsea. After a series of recurring injuries for N'Golo Kante, a lot of people started to doubt his abilities and they were questioning whether he should remain at the club or be sold. And around the summer transfer window, there were a couple of big clubs who were interested in purchasing him, especially like Inter Milan, PSG and Real Madrid, and they were willing to offer prices around like 70 or 80 million, and Chelsea rejected all those offers, and a lot of fans were confused. They were like, oh, let's sell Kante, he's been injured, he's not going to get back to his best. But as we see right now, Kante is free from injuries. He's been in the top form all of this season, and he's been bossing the midfield. There is a reason we are a title challenger this year, and it's because of N'Golo Kante. Now let's go back to last year. Remember, our main midfield partnership was Jorginho and Kovacic, and we all know that they have their positives on the ball, and they can create space. They can make some beautiful passes there. Kovacic's dribbling is amazing, but we were lacking something, and it was that defensive stability. A guy who was just able to break the play, break the counterattacks, who was quick to make like short passes, like quick moving the ball. And now that we have N'Golo Kante, all those issues are gone, and now we are able to play the midfield three, the 4-2-3 that we want, and it's a clearly a different story from last season. N'Golo Kante is able to play DM role, and we all know that he flourishes mainly in the right CM role, as he's been playing for the couple of years. But however, this season he's been playing in a DM role, and we all know that he has the defensive capabilities to play in that role. Some fans were questioning his abilities on the ball, but guys, the guy is a world-class player. I mean, when you're a world-class player, majority of the world-class players can play in multiple roles, and Kante has been doing it. So I don't think there is a question about Kante's ability in playing in that role, especially last season when we played Manchester City. A lot of fans were like, oh, if we press Kante, then he's going to lose the ball. But last season, Kante played in that DM role against Manchester City, the home fixture that we won and Pulisic scored. He was playing the DM, and Manchester City is one of the best pressing teams in the world, and he did not struggle in that game. So I think it's safe to say that Kante can easily play in this role. I know he's been adapting in this past couple of games, but this is I would say a new role, but I think it's a new kind of position to play for him. And I think he's been doing it well. He has the qualities to be in that role, and he's been giving us great results. And as a result, Mount and Havertz or Kovacic, whoever plays in the number 8 role, they have been able to express their creative skills, passes, and the team has just been looking crazy, like amazing. That's all I can say. I mean, Kante has transformed our team with this 4-3-3, and I'm just happy that we have a world-class player like him in our team. Now let's go to Kante's on the ball abilities, and let's debunk some of the false premises about him. And I think it's safe to say that Kante is very good on the ball. I mean, there is a reason that Maurizio Sarri played him higher up the pitch. If he wasn't good on the ball, then why would he play up there? Especially he was always around the box. Then it means he's press resistant, he's good at moving the ball, he can make those tight passes like in and around the box, and that's why he can basically replicate the same things in a deeper position, which he's going to get pressed, and he can easily play out the ball to like the fullbacks or the number 8s. And this is just like a myth that Kante can't play in a deeper position. Obviously, the reason that Kante did not play in that role for Maurizio Sarri was that Maurizio Sarri wanted the player to play in that regista role, who could just constantly move the ball back and forth and just make it simple, keep it simple. And yeah, and Jorginho was that guy. He didn't do anything fancy, he would just keep the ball moving, and that's it. And the reason we kept Kante higher up the pitch was his pressing ability, and because he's good on the ball. So we basically put Kante in the right CM role, and He gave us a lot of good points. His pressing abilities was world class, and now he's in a deeper role with the same abilities, and we can see that his tackling and interception numbers have been crazy this season. I think he has the highest tackles plus interceptions numbers this season, which is a sign that he's doing very well this season. Even though we've had like one of the highest possession percentages in the league, so I think it's safe to say that Kante belongs to the DM role right now, and I think we can't really find anyone better than him in that role. So I think having Kante that DM role gives us so many, I would say it just protects our backline. Last season we didn't have that DM and our defense suffered, and we conceded 52 goals I think in the Premier League last season. But right now Kante in front of a backline just makes everything so much more smooth. Our advanced players can make everything work with their creativity, and Kante is just a true blessing right now. And now that we talked about Kante's ability on the ball, and we know that we can easily play in that deeper role whether he gets pressed or not, because we know he's a world-class player. And now let's go to his off-the-ball stuff and the things that he really excels at, the things that he's known for. And obviously, you know, his interceptions are world-class. I mean, the guy just reads the game like a grandpa reading a story for a kid. I mean, the way he just sees the ball coming, cuts it, and boom, it's a counter-attack for us. And the guy is fantastic at doing that. His tackles, I don't even need to talk about that. The guy, he's like 5'6", 5'7", but he has crazy balance, crazy strength. He just bullies everyone for fun, and his tackling easily is up there in the one of the best tacklers in the league. I think there are a couple of tacklers, like I think Zuma is one of the best tacklers, clean tacklers. Virgil van Dijk, obviously. I mean, these guys, their specialty is tackling, and Didi, I would say, is one of those best tacklers in the league. And I think N'Golo Kante right now is the best tackler for me in the league. He's been the best tackler in the league for a couple of years right now, and the guy just makes it look so easy. Constantly wins these tackles and gives us so many counter-attacking options. And there is a reason that so many big clubs wanted him, and they were willing to offer these big wages, big money for him in these COVID times. But as you guys know, we are a big club and we have to keep all these world-class players, and that's why we kept N'Golo Kante in our club. Let's talk about N'Golo's fitness problems in this past couple of like 2 seasons, I would say, and we all know what's the reason. He's been playing a lot of games, and it all started from the game that Maurizio Sarri started actually Kante in that Europa League final, and we all know that he had that knee injury, and every time these managers rush the players from injuries, the injury kind of like doesn't fully heal, and it happens in the next games or in the next season, and it just continues. So eventually they had to give Kante a full rest in order for him to fully recover. So I think Lampard, he rushed him like in a couple of games too. There was this Super Cup game against Liverpool, he rushed him, and as a result he got injured again, and it wasn't a good look for him. A lot of fans were doubting his fitness. They were like, oh, he's been playing a lot of games, he's an injury prone player now, so we have to sell him and stuff. But we all know that he's been overplayed a lot. But if he got the right recovery time, if he got the right fitness management, it wouldn't be an issue, because Kante usually played majority of the games and he wasn't an injury prone player. Like, it was just due to the game schedules and stuff. Didier Deschamps overplayed him a lot, especially in some of the friendlies. Deschamps was using him, and it just didn't make sense. They had so much talent, but he was keep using like Kante, and as a result, Kante fitness was questionable. But now he's fully fit, he's ready to go, and he's been performing in a world-class level, and we're blessed. We're so blessed. I cannot stress this enough that we have a player like him in our team. You guys know, like, look, Fernandinho is old, he's not fit to play. Look how Man City is suffering right now. Look how Liverpool suffers when they don't have Fabinho. This DM position is so important. Look at Real Madrid. Casemiro didn't play, they lost 2-0 today against Shakhtar Donetsk. So it's important to have these DM players, the players that like make everything look simple, but yet they are one of the most important players. But guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts about Kante. Do you think he's gonna just guess how many years like he's gonna play in this level? Do you think we should get like a backup DM, or we should trust Ampadu or Gilmore? But that is it, and see you later for the next video. Bye bye.